How's it going, everybody? I'm Newbie Dave and welcome back to my Let's Play Minecraft series. Today we are going to be heading back into the Nether to work on a couple of farms. I hope I have time to finish all of them today. It's a bunch of small farms that each individually shouldn't take that long, knock on wood, which is why I'm doing several in one episode, but collectively, who knows? Maybe they'll take like 2 hours. I don't know. So, in previous episodes, I had some stuff growing out here. I had some nether wart, I had some bamboo, I had some hanging vines. I said, don't worry about that. I'm just kind of letting stuff grow while waiting for all my netherrack over here to smelt. And the plan was to come back at some point and turn them into, real farms. Well, that's what we're going to do today. We're going to turn these things into real farms. And I hope you all appreciate how much time I spent tearing down stuff I had previously built just so I could do it in an episode for you guys. So there you go. Also, I want to apologize for my lack of weekend episode. I always try to do an episode over the weekend because, I've got more time. And, well, last week we had a little bug go through the family. Nothing serious, just like sore throat, general fatigue, not feeling good. What I like to call the crud. It's just feeling sort of bleh. Well, it was my turn to get the crud over the weekend, and I just felt bleh all weekend. So that's why there was no weekend episode. All right, let's jump into it. I guess, are we going to start with our bamboo farm? Let's start with our bamboo farm. So bamboo is something that I use a lot. I'm using it for sticks mostly. Anytime I have to make sticks, either for torches or for like redstone torches, redstone torches. I don't know, bows, pistons. No, pistons don't take sticks. Stuff that takes sticks. For anything I have to make that uses sticks, I use bamboo for that because it grows quickly. It's very easy to get lots of. It's very cheap, and so I like bamboo. Recently, this is sort of a recent personal development of mine. And I'm missing some redstone. I need some redstone. Let me go get some redstone. So that's why I'm growing bamboo. I had a little bamboo farm back at my original base, but I don't really spend much time over there anymore, so my bamboo is never growing. So that's why I moved it to the Nether, because that's where I've been spending a lot of time recently. Just going to grab a bunch of redstone blocks and break these down into redstone dust as we need it. So yeah, we're gonna grow. I want this to be like my farms district. I want this to be where I've got a lot of just simple farms. Like I'm not gonna create an iron farm or a gold farm or something. I don't even know if you can have a gold farm in the Nether on Bedrock. I know on Java a lot of people like to build their gold farms up on the ceiling, but you can't do that in Bedrock. So because I'm using pistons for this, I'm not gonna go super crazy. I'm just gonna have 20. You can make this as big or as small as you want, but I'm just going to do 20. Alright, looks like I went too far. So let's grab, we got our dirt. We got to plant this stuff in dirt. Does that have to be dirt? Well, what does bamboo grow in? Is it dirt, sand, gravel? I don't know. I'm using dirt because dirt does work. So what? Might as well. And then what we're going to do is place the pistons right, not there, right there. So what's going to happen is we'll place our bamboo right there to grow in front of the piston. And then when the piston is triggered, it will knock the bamboo off starting from the second block up. So it will leave the block that is in the dirt, which will allow it to continue growing. This is kind of made easy by the fact that I have this entire area slabbed over, and so we've got slabs right here, and so the pistons will just sit on top of the slab, so they can't even be down where the bamboo is growing. Alright, so we're going to do 10 over here, and then let me try something, because I was planning on doing a row in between these to run the redstone. But I'm curious If I just put redstone directly on these pistons like that. Let me put a block out here for the actual buttons so that we're not like sending the redstone signal into the piston. So that didn't work, but that should, right? No, in fact, that's not even working. That's just sending it into the piston, not into the redstone. Let me see. I'm gonna have to do that. Let's try that. There we go. Now, why'd that only go? Oh, because my redstone stopped there. So yeah, I think this will actually work. So we can just do the pistons back to back. That's kind of cool. Make this a little bit more compact. I'm still getting Endermen over here, and I don't know why. Because everything that you can see around here is slabbed over. Oops. Either slabs or stairs. Point being, it's like blocks that Endermen shouldn't be able to spawn on. But I still get Endermen. And I don't know if they're spawning down here somewhere, or if they're spawning like above and then teleporting down. I don't know. Because like, for him to get over there, he couldn't have just walked through this area. I would have seen him. He teleported. He either spawned over here or teleported over here. Everything over here is slabbed over, or it's got rails on it. And there's some stuff back there, but it's only like 1 block tall, so he couldn't spawn back there. I don't know. Can they spawn on chests? I don't think they can spawn on chests. Maybe I need to like put slabs over my chest or something. I don't know. I don't know. All right, let's grab some of this stuff. Because the bamboo, in order for it to grow, it needs, I think it's a light level of 9. I think that's right. And the nether has like an ambient light level of 8. So we need to raise the light level in here. So let's start by redstoning up our pistons. And then I think what we're going to do is I'm going to put a button over here. And this will be how we just trigger the pistons. We could do observers. We could do observers. We put observers up at the top. They could all be linked. And so basically the first bamboo to climb up that high triggers one observer, which triggers all of the pistons, and then everything gets broken. I don't want this to be an automatic farm because it makes it so much more complicated. We've got to add a bunch of observers. We've got to put in hoppers or mine carts or something to collect everything. It's just so much more effort. As far as I'm concerned, I figure just having a button, break everything whenever it's tall enough and we're ready to collect it, and then just run around and collect all of it, put it in a chest. That's good enough for me. I'm happy with that. So we're going to do the bricks here. I'm going to take this all the way up to the ceiling. And then I'm also going to... Oh, you know, with the redstone there, that's why I was going to run it between the pistons, so I could put bricks over the pistons and not see the redstone. I think I care about that enough to redo this. I think I do. It's not a huge change. Just means moving all this over by 1. Sometimes you just got to go with your original gut. Like, why was I planning to do it this way to begin with? So now what we can do is I'm going to replace all of this with netherrack bricks like that, and then we'll just run redstone down the middle. Also uses less redstone. Not as important, because, I mean, come on, it's redstone. We've got a ton of this stuff, and it's easy to get more. But still, a plus. Alright, so let's test the redstone, make sure that's all hooked up the way we want. I don't know why I broke that with a shovel. We can also put the button down here at a more reasonable height now. There we go. Looking good. Looking good. Alright, we got one bamboo in front of all the pistons. So now we come in with the frog lights. And I would like it if one frog light would reach the whole thing. I don't want to do lights here and up at the top. So let me see. If this is 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. I think this will be good if we do it one in the middle. But here's the thing. I don't want to do 20 frog lights. So let me see. This is 10. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, this is not going to be even. I kind of don't like it when things aren't even. That's really going to bother me. So that's 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. Alright, we had to use a little bit more frog lights than I wanted to, but that's fine. We're going to do the same thing over here on this side. If I can pay attention to what I'm doing. And then to make things look more or less the same, we'll do some netherrack brick blocks over here as well. Go grab some more. I plan on decorating with this netherrack brick a lot, since I've got a ton of it. Let's also throw in some red netherrack brick. How are we going to mix in the red? Let's see. So I think back here is good for spawning. I don't think anything can spawn on top of the redstone, so we don't need to like fill this in. I kind of want to throw in the red netherrack below this, and I'm thinking walls. I think I want to do walls to add, you know what I'm going to say, some depth and texture. So let's do 20 walls. This is our first farm, you guys. I don't know if I'm going to get through all of them. That's pretty sexy. I like it. Actually, let's try this. Let's do solid bricks under the frog lights and walls in between. What do we think of that? Ooh, I like that. I think I like that better. I've said this before, I'm going to keep repeating myself because some of you, maybe this is the first time you've run across my video and you're like, why is he putting so much effort into this? I value both form and function. I don't just want to make things that work, I want to make things that work and look beautiful. Alright, so above this, I think we're going to do, let's just repeat the pattern. Let's get a couple more walls. We made 20, we ended up with 7, that means we used 13. So we'll make another 6. See? Sometimes I can do math while recording. Sometimes, not often. Not often. So here's what I'm going to do first. I'm going to do bricks across the top. That's going to make this a little bit easier. Now I have something above these to place those on. That's actually gorgeous. I really, really like that a lot. You know, I've got my whole Newbie Dave whisper when I do something stupid. I chose the name Newbie Dave because I was planning on making a bunch of newbie mistakes, and I wanted to make it clear I am not a pro. But I need to have some sort of call out for when I'm actually proud of myself. When I do something that I'm kind of proud of. Let's kind of repeat this pattern to some extent over here. Apparently I was off by 1. Oh, it's off by 2. Interesting. So we're going to do that there. We need 1 more slab to go under that, so we need 4 more walls. Like how I was boasting about finally doing the math right, and then apparently I was still off by 2 somehow. That's where I can throw out a Newbie Dave. Let's make sure it's working good. So yeah, that's the plan. I'll just come through every now and then, hit the button. We'll break all the bamboo, go around, collect it, and be on our merry way. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Love it. Very happy. All right, last thing is going to be actual storage for the bamboo. Because I'm not going to come in here, break all this, take it back to my base, come back. I'm going to store the bamboo over here. I think... Can we get away with 1? I can probably get away with 1. Because this is going to hold 27 stacks of bamboo. At which point, oh, you know what? There's a problem with the walls. The bamboo can get stuck on the walls. I don't care. I can reach it. I can reach it, and it looks gorgeous. I'm going to keep it. One last thing we're going to do over here, and I need to be very, very careful. I have seen some little orange drips of lava, like that one right there. I want to dig up into the ceiling a little bit. This is going to work, right? Without any problems. I want to dig up into the ceiling a little bit to give the bamboo a little bit more room to grow. Let's get our netherrack ready. Here! Oh, I think we caught it. I think we're good. All right. So here's what I want to do. Like I said, we're just going to break all of this to give our bamboo a little bit more room to grow. Because bamboo grows pretty tall, and we don't have a whole lot of space for it to grow here. Is that right? Oh, you know what? That block that was dripping, we didn't actually need to break that one. All right. I think we're good over here. I haven't seen any little orange droplets. And then can we go up 1 more? Should we even try? Let's keep an eye on this for a sec, see if we see any little lava droplets. I think we might be okay. We are actually under a lava ocean. I made a comment about that a couple episodes ago that I didn't think we were under a lava ocean. Turns out we are. So we do need to be careful. Oh, that scared me. That scared me. So yeah, there's a big fat lava ocean directly above us. So we can't go up too far, but... Oh, okay. But I think we're okay up to, pretty much up to where I think I've dug so far. I think if we go higher than that in most places, we'll probably end up hitting lava. Let me go ahead and take care of this really fast. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. That's kind of risking it. If I break this, there could be lava under it. I think we're good. It's a little dangerous. We are literally playing with fire. Okay, that works. That works for me. All right, that's one farm down. We're doing great. Let me clean up my inventory a little bit. Don't need a lot of this stuff. I'm probably going to need frog lights for some of these other builds. But if so, I'll know where to get them. Just leave our excess bamboo where excess bamboo gonna go. Alright, next up, we've actually got 4 farms over here. 4. By 4 I mean 3, because I can count. Let's start with nether wart. So what I want to do with nether wart is we're going to dig out, and I'm going to do 64. And that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's going to be 16, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to do 16 and 16, so that's 32. And then we'll come over here, and we'll do 16 and 16, and that'll be 64. Now here's the thing. Here's why there's so much stuff in this chest over here. Do I want to put in a minecart collection system under this? I don't think I do, because when you harvest a nether wart, the only reason I would is because when you harvest it, a lot of it lands on the soul sand, and that's kind of annoying. Where's my soul sand? Oh, there it is. It's kind of annoying to walk across to collect it. But at the same time, some of it lands off the soul sand. And that means that doing a minecart collection system, we'd have to expand it beyond just the soul sand to pick everything up. We're fine. We're fine. It's fine. I can occasionally run across the soul sand to collect nether wart. It's not the end of the world. This is why I like doing it this way. Just kind of strafe left and right, plant everything, boom, you're done. Just go straight down the middle. Okay, let's go. Let's do a tiny little bit of decorating. Tiny bit. And by decorating, what I really mean is I'm just going to put stairs around it. So I'm going to dig up all of these slabs around this, and I'm going to replace them with stairs like this. I just think that looks a little bit cooler to have the ground like come up to the level of the nether wart. There are way too many things in this game that sound similar. You got nether wart, netherrack, nether bricks, nether brick blocks. Sometimes you just get confused. Alright, so let's put down our stairs all the way around this. It's also going to create like a little trough down the middle, which will look kind of cool. Apparently we need more than 64, which makes sense. I guess if it's 64 blocks on the inside, we need more than 64 to surround it. Oh no! Is this not going to behave? There we go. There we go. I was worried that the stairs weren't going to behave correctly for us. Let me see. I think we got enough for the remaining stairs. I don't know exactly how much it is because I don't count things. That's never bitten me before. He says sarcastically. So yeah, see, it's a tiny little detail, but I think that looks significantly better than it did before. This trough, it actually looks cool, but I think it's going to get super annoying when we harvest this because now I'm going to be bobbing up and down. Okay, I do want to do some frog lights over here. Though the nether wart doesn't need it. Doesn't need it, but I think it looks cool. So here's what I want to do. We got some iron in here. Did I have... I had a crafting table somewhere. What happened to my crafting table? I'll just borrow this one. I could have sworn I brought a crafting table with me somewhere. I may have ended up putting it in one of these chests. So let's make some chains. Actually, yeah. Chain is mostly, it's 2 iron nuggets. You don't really need a whole lot. So let's just do some frog lights hanging from chains here and there. We're not going to go super crazy, just maybe 3 or 4. That one's not actually over the nether wart. Nether wart. What do we think? Yeah, I think we like. Let me move this one over just a little bit. I'm gonna put it right there instead. Yep, me likey. All right, one last thing to do over here to call this done. I've got a hoe, because hoe is the tool of choice to harvest nether wart. And we're going to throw Fortune 3 on this bad boy. Let me go ahead and make an anvil, because I'm too lazy to go back to my base to do this. And the reason I'm using an iron hoe is because harvesting nether wart doesn't actually use up the durability of your tool, which is really cool. So we can get by with just, we could have done like wood, really. There's no reason we need to even waste iron. So let's see. Let me do. I want to put like a little pedestal over here. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, so that is the top. I wanted to make sure that this was spawn proof, so I needed to have a bottom slab on top of it. And now we need to put our shulker box back so we can get our item frame out, and we will put that in the item frame. So now we can just come over here, we'll collect all this stuff and put it back when we're done. Groovy. Let's do a double chest. This is going to hold all of our nether wart. And I don't have any left over, so there's none to put in there just yet. Okay, so that is the nether wart farm. The other stuff that I had in here was for I want to do a weeping vine and twisting vine farm. These, it's kind of hard to call it a farm because you literally just put these things like on the ceiling or on the floor and they grow. There's not really anything super special about it. Let's go ahead and harvest our bamboo while we're here. But I do want to grow them, and so that makes it a farm. There's just one tiny little problem with this. I've gone through great pains to make this area as spawn-proof as possible. I don't want endermen and piglins spawning down here and ruining my day. And unfortunately, our twisting vines, they have to grow from the ground. I don't think... Yeah, I can't plant these things on slabs. I had to try just to verify. I don't want to go through all this effort to put them on the ground and then find out later that you could in fact put them on slabs. It's just the sort of thing that I would overlook. So we need to put them on the ground, which will make that area, I think, spawnable. I don't know if we fill the entire area with twisting vines, that might spawn proof it. I don't know, but I'm not going to take the chance. So here's what I think we're going to do. Where should we put this? I don't want this stuff to be too spread out, but at the same time, don't really know where to put everything. So let's do, we'll kind of start right here. So that's 16. Do we want to do 16 blocks wide? That's really long. It's really long and narrow because I only want to do 32. Let's do 8 by 4. Let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll do that. All right, so we're going to plant these twisting vines here. And these guys, when you break them, I think it's only like a 30% chance of them dropping what you want. But if you use a tool with Fortune, with Fortune 3, I think it goes up to 100%. We can kind of test this. Let's go ahead and grow 8 of these. And then we should get 8 back. Okay, we did it. All right, so that's not true. That will be for Nether wart only. However, if we use Silk Touch, which my shovel has, then we do get every single block. But we have to be careful because if this vine was going all the way up to the ceiling and we just break the bottom of it with Silk Touch, we'll get the piece that broke, but everything else above it only has a 30% chance of dropping a twisting vine. So let me get these out of my inventory. What that means is that when we harvest this, we're just going to have to start at the top and like sort of mow our way down from the top. Not a huge deal, just mildly inconvenient. Then over here, we'll do our hanging vines. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And these have the exact same, I don't want to call it a problem, but effect where we can break them with Silk Touch, but we've got to break them from the bottom up if we want to get everything. Otherwise, most of it's just going to drop and not give us what we want. Now, how do we spawn proof this? If we even need to, which I'm going to just because I don't want to take the chance. I don't think we can. So instead, what I'm going to try to do is make it safe for us standing outside the farm. What I mean by that is anything that does spawn in here, I want to keep it contained. And the way that I'm going to do that is I've got plenty of extra slabs from all the stuff I've been tearing up, so I'm just going to use these rather than going back and getting some full bricks. We're going to create a little enclosure for this thing. I'm going to move this row. I'm going to move this down one so I've got a row in between. We'll do some bricks here. And we'll do some over here. Yeah, and then I think I'll go ahead and do one more against the wall like this. We'll do some across the top. Just imagine that all of these bricks, all these slabs are actually bricks instead of slabs. Do some across the bottom. And then I'm going to fill this in with iron bars, but before we do that, we need a way in and out of this. I think I'll just do that right here. Actually, let's keep that there. We're going to do a mangrove door. Mangrove because it's red. And thus blends in very nicely with all of this. something kind of like that. And then we need some lighting in here just for effect, because lighting is cool. Whoa, whoa. Why are you playing me like that, Enderman? I'm actually really surprised that didn't trigger him. Whoa. These guys, they are insane. Okay, now let's make a crazy ton of iron bars to fill the rest of this in. I've already got some. What happened? There we go. Need my crafting table. So let's see how far we can get on these iron bars. I thought about doing glass, but I've been using glass for kind of everything. And with the Nether just has this sort of evil, you're not supposed to be here sort of feel to it. And I feel like iron bars conveys that a lot better than glass. That's not right. Let's do the Nether brick. I think we made a reasonable amount of iron bars. Yeah, all right, not too bad. So yeah, there's our vines enclosure. So, I'm trying to think. This door looks a little bit funky like that. Let me make a stair. Actually, I've got some extra stairs over here. We'll put a stair in front of it to level out the ground right in front of the door. What happened to my stairs? And I think that'll just make it look a little bit better. This is actually coming along pretty nice, you guys. Pretty happy with how this area is turning out. There we go. And then we'll throw a double chest over here in the corner. Let's get rid of this nasty, nasty gravel. Honestly, I've got nothing against gravel. I've come to like gravel. I used to hate gravel. It actually serves purposes. And so, you know, concrete, what's the dirt that doesn't turn into grass? That stuff. Wow, I'm drawing a blank what it's called. Coarse dirt. Coarse dirt. Yeah, gravel serves a purpose. I just don't like it being in the walls or the floors of my builds. So yeah, there's our vine enclosure. So we'll just go in there periodically with our silk touch tool of your choice. Doesn't really matter. Harvest everything, drop them in the chest, and we'll be done with it. How are we doing on time? Whoa, we're getting pretty close to the end of this. The last two builds, let me make sure I finished up everything over here. Yeah, I'm not going to do the hopper minecart system. Let me go put these extra vines in the chest. And we can call this part of the build complete. I'll put those away. Yep. So the last two farms that I want to do, which I don't think we definitely don't have time to do both of these. So I think I'll save them until next time. You're gonna laugh, but hear me out. I want to do a cow farm and a wheat farm. Yeah. The wheat farm is specifically to breed the cows. And the cows are for food, because my only cow farm is over by my villager breeder, which I'm not really getting around to as much as I used to. And so since I'm spending a lot more time in the Nether these days, I want to breed cattle in the Nether, and I want to grow wheat to breed them with. Now I know what you're saying, Dave, how are you going to grow wheat in the Nether when you can't have water? Well, turns out wheat doesn't need water to grow. I know it's crazy, but it doesn't. The water helps it grow faster, for sure, and it prevents the tilled dirt, like the farmland dirt, from turning back into dirt when there's nothing planted in it. But water is not a requirement. It's not a necessity. You can grow crops in the Nether. At least that's my understanding. I've never done it before, so we'll see how well that works. But that's going to have to wait till next time because we are pushing the time limit for today's episode. So we got our brand new bamboo farm. Looks gorgeous. Love it. We've got our nether wart farm. Simple, but gets the job done. And then we've got our twisting vines and weeping vines farm back there, which is a very simple structure, but I think we did something with it to make it look good for what it is trying to do. I mean, it's not that hard to just throw some vines on the ceiling and say, hey, look, it's my weeping vine farm. But we turned it into something deliberate that you look at and say, oh, that's a pretty cool little vine farm over there. So I think we got a pretty good amount of work done today. And next time we will throw in, I'm sorry, it's just so hard to say without laughing, but our cow farm and our wheat farm in the Nether. Yep, that's going to happen. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode. If so, smash that like button. And while you're down there, feel free to subscribe so you'll get notified of future episodes as they come out. Thanks, y'all, and have a great day.